The Malaysia Rail Link Sendirian Berhad, its Chief Executive Officer, Yang Berbahagia Dato Sri Darwis Abdul Razak. All parties to kindly pose for a photograph with the documentation. Members of the media, please record this photograph to include all parties on screen as well. Thank you.
Of course, it's quite historical moment for state of government of Selangor and in our relationship with the federal government. I guess everybody knows this is not stranded for the past 2 years. Actually, the issue highlighted before, a lot of issue including the Quazas, pematang Quazah dan juga Batu Dam and also some environment issues. And after the issue raised again in 2020, I guess the MOT allegedly addressed a few issues and tried to change the alignments. And we also raised certain issues, including the alignment. And of course, it's related to the alam sekitar, the water catchment areas, and also the residential areas. But after 37 meetings, including more than 17 and 12 institutions, both state and federal agencies, finally we come into one conclusion that we accept the north alignment. And I hope with this decision made by the state will make sure that the project is smooth and we can achieve the target to make sure that the connectivity between the east and the west area of Selangor and of Malaysia been connected and can contribute the economic spur of the economic activity, especially for the north area of Selangor, including the Kuala Selangor, Hulu Selangor dan kawasan persekitarannya. So bagi pihak kerajaan negeri, kita berharap benda ini berjalan dengan baik. All wish list yang disebut tak sebut itu saya rasa itu dalam pertimbangan-pertimbangan yang lain, dan kita yakin bahawa ia akan membantu secara keseluruhan daripada hasrat dan cita-cita kerajaan negeri Selangor dan kerajaan persekutuan.
So, on behalf of the Ministry of Transport, I would like to once again thank Menteri Besar for helping us to resolve this issue. He has been there for the past 18 months, but after taking into account the worry of the state government, and we managed to resolve those issues by finding another solution. For instance, the Crossridge issue, which is one of the the red line of the Selangor state, and we managed to avoid the alignment, not using that. That's one. Empangan Batu, I think this is, as I mentioned in my speech, initially it was only 200 meters, very near to the Empangan, Batu Dam. So we have shifted it to a distance which is 1.4 kilometers, and we built this tunnel, 14.1 kilometer. That resolved once and for all, and there shouldn't be any dispute. And before that, we did discuss the settlement for the people, some in Taman area. We tried to avoid, to minimize the land acquisition. We've done our best, and we discussed, and I'm glad that today we have some consensus, and that's why we can finalize our SA6 with China. Thank you.
Excuse me. YB Tan Sri, I have two questions. The first one is, what's the percentage of completion for ECRL? You mentioned in August that it was 23.96. And the second question is the expected completion date in December 2027 still intact? Thank you.
Okay, let me answer this. Yesterday in my parliament answer, I've already said, as of today, as of 31st October 2021, we have achieved 25.09%. Okay, versus the scheduled supposed to be 27.55%. However, the delay was purely due to MCO, because from June, July, August, there was some, MCO imposed, and then because of that, there was a slight delay. But if you compare the two sections that were built, the Dungun to Mentarkap is now about 34%. Okay, Then from Kota Baru to Dungun, which is about 14%. So average percentage is 25.09%. Bear in mind, Section C, we have not started anything. So this project scheduled to be completed by 2026, December 31st, right? At that time, it was only Jajaran Selatan, and we stopped the original one. We stopped at Jalan Kastam. Now extended to Port, Westport and Northport. Okay, we try to catch up the what you call the delay, yeah, so to speak. But we still have time to speed up, especially for TBMs. For this tunneling job, it takes time. So we need to decide now. That's why I'm very grateful that the state government make this decision so that the two TBM machines can be mobilized on site and they immediately do the jobs, right? To catch up the time, and I'm sure with the supervision by the MRL and the CCCC, they are committed to complete this project as scheduled. Yeah.
How important is the northern alignment to the economic viability and success of the project rather than going through the more remote and less populated route that was proposed?
First of all, we did mention about the Serenda bypass. And in fact, my predecessor, I mean 5 or 6 of them, they have this project, they have already started planning this Serenda bypass. But due to the budget constraint, they could not implement this project. For more than 15 years, they were talking about Serenda bypass. The reason why we need to build Serenda bypass, at present, all the cargoes from the northern state, they'll come to Kuala Lumpur. It takes 1 hour 45 minutes to reach the port. And all these dangerous goods like chemical, cement, all going through our KL Central, right? Imagine. So in many countries, they don't do this. So we stop at Serenda. It should be diverted direct to the port, East Westport or Northport. Then it will save the time and free up this rail network in the city. That's the benefit. Second, you talk about KTM line now. We have this Kereta Api Tanah Melayu, and that's existing. We have cargo, rail, and whatnot. And in fact, when you connect this with the KTM line, and you can just interchange, that become the multimodal transportation hub. That's why when MB mentioned Serenda will potentially become one of the transportation hub, it is 100% it's going to happen. And for this reason, we should expedite the construction of the Serenda bypass. That's why Serenda bypass is a subset or part of the ECRM project. That's why we opted for this one, simply because one stone kills 2 birds. That means we solved these 2 problems. And this was our dream for 15 years. We need to build Serenda bypass. And as this is one of the subset, a component of this ECRL originally, and make this as one of priority. Subsequently, when we built the land bridge between the 2 ports, we talk about future planning. As I mentioned, we can have another master plan to study the southern region and whatnot, as mentioned by MB just now.